Hey everybody, my name is Mike, and in Shattrath City, you can take a portal to get to this place easily. As you see, I'm showing you here. So you take the portal to the Isle of Kil'jaeden, which you can then go to Sunwell Plateau, where you'll be farming the legendary Thori'dal, the Star's Fury crossbow, or the bow, I think it is just what it is. And as you see, I'm showing you where that is. Now, you can fly to this area, but it's really a lot quicker. You just go take the portal to Shattrath, sorry. So Sunwell Plateau is a level 70 raid, and I'm going to be showing you how to solo it. Also, just really quickly, this is like the last video I have in terms of soloing stuff, so I don't really know what else to do. If you have any videos or like mounts or legendary places I should try to solo, let me know and I'll try to see. This first trash pack, I've actually died to them before. I don't know what killed me, but it dropped my health so fast, so I really don't know what to tell you. You can skip a lot of the trash here, and these guys right here, they patrol, and as you see, I did skip ahead because I didn't know whether or not I should kill them. I thought, whatever, I'll just kill them now. Most of the time, every other time I've done this, I've been around here when I've actually when I've done this place, so whatever. But basically, after that, you can skip all the trash except for the big patrolling dudes that are before Felmyst, I believe is the first boss. Oh, that's my telephone vibrating. Okay. So Sunwell, like I said, you're farming the legendary bow, which I do have. It didn't take me that long to get it. I show you the what it looks like at the end of the video when I'm going through all my talents and all that stuff. And this raid is actually pretty. It's like, okay. The first 3 bosses are a little bit difficult, and then the last 2 are like a lot easier. So that's cool. And then, what else was I going to say? So, if you're a warrior, I do recommend second one. But for this first boss, I think it's Felmyst. I always forget the name of it. Or Caligos, maybe. I don't know. This first boss, you basically just burn him down all the way. Because what's going to happen is, usually, he used to spawn a portal, but I guess with one person he doesn't do that. So you burn them down to 0%. As you see, I speeded up here because I had to wait like 30 seconds or something, not even, to be teleported into this room, which is where the portal will take you. And with this guy, you have to kill this guy right away. You have like a minute to kill this guy, so try to kill him quickly. I don't know what happens after if you don't kill him in a minute. But basically what happened before is that you would kill them around the same time, but you'd kill the guy in the portal first. But since that doesn't happen anymore, you don't have to do that. But one thing I have noticed, I did this before, when I did this with people, that boss would usually glitch out, and you'd have to hearth out of the zone because it wouldn't teleport me anywhere, or the portals wouldn't spawn or anything like that. So if that happens, you have to teleport out, unfortunately. If the boss despawns and you don't kill him, you can go to the next boss. You don't have to kill the first boss to get to the last boss. There's a lot of RP that goes on here, so I skipped ahead, and then Brutallus opens up that window, and then you go fight him. And this is actually the first difficult boss of the fight, Brutallus, and he's actually one of the coolest looking bosses. He does something, basically the only thing you have to worry about him is that he puts a stacking debuff on you, or a debuff that I think does damage over time as well as increases damage you take, fire damage. And when he does Meteor Slash, that's the thing that slowly does more damage to you the more that debuff gets, the more powerful that debuff gets. And I usually save I pop all my offensive cooldowns right off the bat, and then I save my defensive cooldowns for when I start seeing that I'm taking some heavy damage from Meteor Slash, and then if I need to, I'll start kiting them away for my second wind to kick in. And if you are a class that doesn't have something that can regenerate health over time, or you can't heal yourself, save your defensive cooldowns for like when you absolutely need them, because this fight is pretty difficult. It can get pretty difficult. After this, you have to wait like I think it's a minute and a half or something for this boss to become active, and this boss may be Felmyst. I don't know, but this boss is just basically annoying. So you start off by pulling the boss, and you have I think it's like a minute before the boss does their air phase, and if you can actually kill the boss before they get to their air phase. However, if they start their air phase and then you get them to 1 health out of however much, like 4 million that they have, you won't kill them. So if you can kill them before they do the air phase, otherwise you're stuck for a bit. But I wasn't able to kill them before. I wasn't able to kill this boss before that air phase, so I am able to show you what goes on in that phase because it is very annoying and difficult. And I do show you the entire thing, so that way I have time to explain it and you have time to see how it looks, and you can see it in real time. So like I said, you have about a minute. I do speed this up a bit because this first part isn't that interesting. In the second part, when the air phase starts, that green beam will start following you. I don't actually know if it does that much damage, but what happens is wherever that beam goes, ads will spawn off the green mist that's coming off of it. they're very, very easy to kill. You see, it's just one-shot AoE. So this part, okay, so the boss can fly around, and their head's gonna either point down or up. And you see they're facing up that time, and the boss does that when they fly by. And if you stand in that, you get mind controlled, and if there's other people, you'll just kill them. If you're by yourself, you'll die. You have to restart the fight. So it's hard to explain this fight, but as you see, if you're there's either north or south, or I mean top or bottom. If you're on the bottom of this area and the boss is facing you, go to the other side. If the boss isn't facing you, you're okay. So you see the boss, it wasn't facing me, and then it turned towards me, so I'm gonna run away. Well, am I? No, I'm not, because the boss now isn't facing me. It's facing the bottom part of it, so I don't have to run away. I'm safe. So it's hard to explain. You might have to do that a couple times, maybe just once to kind of get the hang of it. The boss does that 3 times, and you can finish off the fight. I think you have like another minute or something before the next air phase. And then once you kill that boss, the dragon that you were, I think the dragon that you were watching try to kill or Brutallus. No, definitely not. I don't even know. Opens up this fire pit for you, and you can start this next part. This next part, I recommend pulling everything all together and just running up this place, because ads continuously spawn, and I'm pretty sure you can out DPS it, so you don't have to really worry about it. But I just like to pull them all together because it just gets it all done and over with quickly. And I pull them to the around the corner here to line of sight any casters that might be there. AoE them down, pretty simple, loot it up, and then you're good to go. Okay, and then once I'm done here, I'd like to mount up, and I'm going to these next guys that are patrolling. I have skipped them before, but I didn't skip them this video, unfortunately. But whatever. Before you get to this part, I see the ads spawn there, so you can just kill them, and then you're gonna fight the last quote-unquote difficult boss, and they're called the Eredar Twins. I start off the fight by there's the frost and the fire one. There are blue and red respectively. I started off killing the frost one, but I messed up because, as you see now, I changed to the fire boss. And the reason I kill the fire boss first is because they put down like a fire void zone on the ground throughout the fight, and it's just really annoying, so I don't want to deal with that. So I kill the fire one first, and then the frost one regains all its health. And if you kill the frost one first, the fire one will regain all its health. It doesn't matter how you do it. And then you have to kill them all over again. And I think they do a little bit more damage once the other one dies, and maybe not. I'm actually not sure if they get more health, but I'm pretty sure I know they do a little bit more damage. Nothing difficult. And this boss isn't really that hard. It's just you do take a little bit of damage, and it does take a little while to kill. And then after this boss, you have 2 left, and then you're good to go. And this boss actually drops a really, really cool bow that rivals the look of Thori'dal in terms of awesomeness, and you can actually transmog it, so that's cool. And these imps, I have skipped before, but I couldn't, I guess, this time. And then you don't have to mount up, but you can. I didn't. You can run around these guys, skip basically everything up to Muru. And then this dog somehow, I don't know how I don't pull it, but I don't know. I just hug. You can't fall off this, so you can just run straight into the edge there. These imps, I don't think I've ever not pulled, so I just pull them right away. And then those 2 guards at the end there, just run past them. You won't pull them. So Muru, what I start off with is that I pop all my. Do I pop all my cooldowns? I don't know. Yeah, I pop all my cooldowns for this first part because this is the part that has the most health, I think, and it just takes forever. Ads spawn, don't really worry about them until after Muru dies. So I pop all my cooldowns, I kill Muru, and then it goes to like this transformation where it becomes this dark animus or something like that. This right here. During this phase is when I kill all the ads, and then I kill the thing that spawns that right there. Then I only have I usually either have no ads left or just a couple, as you see. Kill it, and then I'm good. As you see, I say that a lot, and I just stopped doing that. I'm sorry. And then that's the second last boss, and that's actually funny because the last 2 bosses are probably the easiest in this whole raid. Yet at level 70, they were the ones that were the hardest. I know Muru, people wiped on that forever. Guilds disbanded because of that boss, so that sucks. This patroller, I don't think I've ever skipped, but you might be able to. The second one, there's a second one, as you see. I have skipped it, as you see here, but sometimes it gets too close and you have to kill it. And then once you're all good on health, I pull these 3 guys, and then Kil'jaeden will spawn. And it's a pretty cool spawn. The one thing I hate is that he's not. I wish he would have been bigger. Like he seems really small. I wish he would have been like huge, you know. But whatever. So basically, the fight's pretty easy. What he does does that laser thing that just slows you down. He spawns 3 or 4 reflections that are just clones of you that you can easily AoE down. And then he does like a void. He pushes you back, and then he also does this thing where like he shoots shadow voids down on you, which basically you just run around him the entire time. You won't get hit by it. So he's doing that now. And you spawn the clones, AoE them down. Just focus on Kil'jaeden, just use AoE when possible. As you see, there's those purple things crashing around me. As I just run around him the entire fight, and that's it. So I just pop up my cooldowns right away. If I need to, I pop my defensive cooldowns. Not that this isn't very damage intensive. Nothing really happens throughout the fight, except those things that I mentioned. Pretty easy afterwards. So again, the clones just basically run around him the entire time. You won't get hit by the shadow thing. If he pushes you back, you can run back in, no problem. There's an orb, like that. You see that blue thing like floating around me? I don't really know what that does. I never really killed it. If you want to, you can kill it. I don't really know what it does, but yeah, so this fight isn't that hard as compared to Brutallus or something like that. Not that hard at all. So, and then once you kill him, the bow, let me check the drop rate on the bow. Thori'dal. The Star's Fury, it has a 7% chance to drop off Kil'jaeden, and I do have it, fortunately. So I killed him. He has a cool death cinematics, or death scene here as well. It's pretty cool. I always liked Sunwell, at least the last boss. Always had this cool vibe to it. And so I'm wearing the Thori'dal bow right now as I show you my glyphs and my talents, and then I go through my item level. And my item level is pretty high in this video. Again, I'm pretty sure you can do with a little bit lower item level, but just give it a shot, see if you do well. Thank you very much for watching. Best of luck farming your Thori'dal, and if there's anything else you want to see me do that I haven't done already, let me know and I'll try to get it done for you. Love your faces, you look beautiful today, and have a great day. Bye!